In the love, the lovers dove as doves and resuscitated one another underwater unnecessarily, throwing trade winds at flinty, fleeting fleets on the sheeny horizon with its pink enzyme control. Lovebirds they were adoringly in their splintered sheaths of sliding, siding, and other aluminum alumni, of all that in a bag of chips, and a tall drink of water, plus that sugar on top. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes are magically delicious, and I put them on the fresh salmon with almond. Watching lovebirds do dishes with flying saucers and passing sedans and itinerant utterances. Dusting each other for prints, these folks with the Netflix on, and I suppose their pants off. Pink brassiers as I imagine the whole setup. The obligatory trap set by the kitchenette. Older cousins dropping prog rock assignations with pan flute and 22 caliber rifle. This very special citizen upstairs with her dress hoisted up and her panties visibly moistened. It was never misadventure and bastard offspring that were in the offing when we set off boffing. Like the saintly unicorn with its geranium cummerbund and its boastful walkabout impossibility. I am sitting in your lap, drinking a Manhattan like I could even exist as such for the likes of you. Distracted, the non-person I am and the person in front of me flown like kite string, all tangled. There was no foreknowledge in the knowledge of you, only the living knowledge of you. And thus I did not really get it wrong at the start so much as set out on a frolic and learn my dang lesson, because boy, oh, everlasting boy, was I ever not prepared. Not for the likes of you, nor for the likes of faltering me, splattered everywhere like free evidence. Your purse snatched itself, and I jumped rope for spectators at the lip of a yawning canyon. In the bath, a stray hand found a patch of something long left behind, and now down the drain, with kith and kin, and the whole kit and caboodle, telling the tale of how bad we played house with country mouse and city mouse, and the empty salad bowls from the bygone key parties. Summarily, the first dates exit the freeway at their respective off ramps and smoke nervously. They have the imagination of parade dragons, and the fire they breathe is just for color. Emblazoned upon the ribboned hindquarters were things I wrote to girls in 1997 and 1998. And I'm thinking, if a dragon is carrying me as your imagination, I am probably very colorful. But it wasn't me who first pointed out that the thigh master had been moved in our absence. Of course, your hypervigilance meant you were hiding things, and my grin meant I was high. What can it mean to have privilege, other than to have the privilege to take your panties off with my teeth while you laugh and thrash about and knock over the glass which would normally at night contain my teeth, and be set next to my smartphone and updated photo stats, you having hopped out of your underthings and into an Israeli tank at Paramount Studios with Walt Disney and Errol Flynn and Canadian Prime Minister Wilt Chamberlain, the basketball player, also wearing a pair of your undies. And me pleased to note the fact now quite deep inside you, spelunking as per the arrangement, or so I'd have arranged the arrangement. You whimpering your review, with your asshole puckering and somehow muttering, and my humming into the quim like a ceiling fan into a crossfade while you gather your graphoid and beseech your followers that they send money which will be called bread, because Jesus dropped a low loaf and swept up the deep sixth denizens for alibis and albatrosses. Whoever gives the tosses, that it's you I tosses, or else I cut my losses and put the golf clubs in the trunk, where we're still happily drunk and lustily having at it on our sides, with me behind you pumping away distractedly with a pretty good view of two bottle pickers and a Labrador Retriever.